I have said for quite a while now that this whole non-binary they them thing, it makes no sense, and it's basically just some kind of fad that people are trying to pull. Because you cannot tell me all these people all of a sudden decide to start doing this like it's just normal for everything to just be that way. No. When you get into the heart of it, you come to realize that a lot of them just following what they see. Some person who they know who might be famous or something might have done it, so they just decide, well, okay, I'm going to do it because this is somehow the new way to rebel against everything and to be on the outside and all kind of thing, and to be fighting some big millennial fight or something like that. It doesn't make sense. They cannot give any kind of actual reason as to what it is, what it entails. Nothing. But they're all doing it and then acting like, you're not supposed to realize that they just completely and utterly making this crap up. Well, someone just decided that they aren't going to continue doing that because of reasons. And when you look at it, you get the idea behind it. Like I say, it's a fad, and they just run out of any kind of steam for it anymore. We get into this article here from Bounding into Comics. Yeah, so as we get into this article here from Bounding into Comics, Demi Lovato ditches they-them pronouns, explains it was absolutely exhausting to educate people. Well, it's kind of hard to educate people on something that you yourself don't understand and that makes no sense in general, because you can't have they-them pronouns to describe a person. That doesn't make any kind of sense. Let's get into this article here and you'll understand. 2 years after publicly claiming to be non-binary, listen to this, former Disney star, multiple award-winning pop artist and activist Demi Lovato announced she ditched the use of they-them pronouns to refer to herself because it's a fad. If this was so integral to your identity, why would you not continue to use it? But no, you're talking about how it's absolutely exhausting to educate people because you all just run with this nonsense and you don't actually understand it at all. Whatever in your mind tells you that, maybe you should do this one way or the other, okay, you decide to one do it. You cannot literally explain what it is. You can't actually do it. But no, 2 years later, you ditch it after claiming that, suddenly I'm non-binary. Come on now, man. In a new interview with GQ Hype Spain, the Princess Protection Program actress revealed her reason for the sudden identity and pronoun change was because she was sick and tired of educating people on why she claimed to be non-binary person and use they-them pronouns, because it makes no sense and you can't do it, but all right. I constantly had to educate people and explain why I identified with those pronouns. It was absolutely exhausting. I got tired, but for that very reason, I know that it is important to continue spreading the word. That using pronouns makes no sense. You get exhausted. You can't keep it up. People keep asking you, well, okay, explain to me how this works, whatever it is. And because you cannot give an actual explanation as to why, this is why people are not buying into it, and you all suddenly like to feel that way. No, you are biologically male, you're biologically female. Just because you decide you want to identify something doesn't make you that way. You could choose to identify as a plant. It doesn't make you a plant. That's not what it is, and you all cannot actually explain the reason why. This is why you keep doing this to yourselves. The Dancing with the Devil singer, oh Lord, also expressed her frustration with the lack of open discussions over gender-neutral spaces such as sex-assigned bathrooms. Okay. I face this every day, she stated. For example, in public toilets, having to access the women's bathroom, even though I don't completely identify with it. So what you want to do? Go into the male bathroom and go to the urinal and stand up and piss. I'm trying to understand how this is supposed to work. What the hell is a gender neutral bathroom? Is this some kind of special toilet you make for these people? As far as I am aware, you have a urinal, you have a toilet bowl. You either use one or the other, and that's about it. That's about it. So I don't know what kind of gender neutral bathroom space you want. It's a toilet. You go, you do your business in there, you flush it, you wash your hands, you leave. That's it. But when you want, you can talk about what kind of nonsense, about how you don't completely identify. It's going to the toilet. What else do you need? Tell me, what else do you really need? So when you see the creepy men going into women's bathrooms, or it's women going into men's bathrooms, what the hell is wrong with you? What a gender neutral bathroom? It's a freaking bathroom. You are a woman, you going to the women's bathroom. You're a man, you going to the male bathroom. That is it. There's no other middle ground, anything whatsoever like that at all. That is all that it is. But no, you're out here talking about you want that gender neutral bathroom. Oh God, get a life now. Lovato theorized this could be due to being conditioned to select women on government documents because there are no other options available. What other option should there be? There's male or female, that's it. I actually talked about this in a previous video. I was filling out a form and I saw male, female, other. And I got damn vexed and I went to the and told them, listen, I do not agree with this nonsense. There's male or female, there is no other. They were like, well, we put it there because I said, I don't want to hear this nonsense because the minute you keep giving these people access to their own disturbed headspace, you keep making it worse. You're talking about being conditioned. You're male or you're female. You're filling out for male, female. You can identify whatever the hell you want. That's your business, but it doesn't change what you biologically are. Continue on. Or it also happens when filling out forms such as government documents or any other where you have to specify your gender. She acknowledged you only have two options because there are only two options, male and female, that's it. And I feel like none of that makes sense to me. You're a woman. You've been a woman from the day you were born. When you were born female, you were a girl, teenager, woman. That's how it works. Just because you suddenly wake up one Wednesday morning and decide to say, you know what? I want to identify as they, them, because I don't feel male or female, doesn't change who you are. That's what you are. And now you're walking it back because, like I said, it's a fan. That's all it is. Because, hopefully with time, there will be more options. Not if I have anything to say about it, because the minute you decide to acknowledge this craziness, it's never going to stop. Like I said, if you were so inclined into this and you so identified as to what it was, you would never be doing this. But no, you don't understand it either. You cannot explain it because you are just following some messed up father that started like about 2 years or 3 years ago, and suddenly supposed to be the be all and the be all and end all of everything. Oh no, man. Lovato recently revealed she suffered from depression and addiction and is currently dealing with anxiety. She even noted there have been times where I have dealt with depression, where I have had suicidal ideation. That is something that I've struggled with since I was very young, and it's something that I can still struggle with if I don't stay on top of it. Now, I am not going to make light of anybody suffering from depression or addiction or anything like that. No. I, for one, hope that she gets whatever help she can, like all this other stuff. But I just want to point this out. The majority of people who you see doing this whole them thing always have some kind of mental condition, some kind of thing always got to be wrong with them. And rather than you look to God, rather than you look to your family, rather than you look to some kind of help, no, you want to traumatize yourself even more going down this road. And when you cannot actually explain, when you say people actually tell you this doesn't make any sense, it only makes your problems worse. Hey, yeah, oh. She also revealed at 18 years old that she sought treatment for an eating disorder, self-harm, and emotional issues. I'm just saying, you clearly need, so I say again, I hope that she's getting the help that she needs, but you always see these kind of things when it comes to this sort of nonsense. I'm just saying. Interestingly, she also revealed that she needed to limit her social media usage. That's a very good thing. I got to a point where I realized I can't read anything because if I read positive comments, it feeds my ego, and if I read negative comments, it damages my ego, and ultimately I don't want to navigate out of ego at all. Well, that's just how this whole thing runs. They play this whole entire, you get this boost when it comes to social media. This is why social media is such a good thing, also so bad. There's so many people on there who would hide behind a screen and say negative things. You understand me? And it damages people's ego because a lot of these people, their entire self-worth is tied to their own social media. That's what they think. They have thousands of friends, but they might only know 2 people. Every time that they get a like or a heart or something like that, it gives them such this kind of boost. And when they don't get it now, it goes down. And it reaches to the point now where people don't even know how to talk to people anymore. Social media was meant for people to socialize. It's been turned into some kind of, some kind of flicking addiction for them, and this is what it does to them. Demi currently lists both, now listen to this nonsense, lists both they, them, and she, her pronouns on her Instagram profile. Explain to me how you can be both they, them, and she, her. Explain that to me. Because you're claiming that you have they, them because you don't identify as either male or female. But you also have she, her, which are female pronouns. You understand? So this is why I keep saying these people are confused. They cannot rationally give any kind of actual reason for anything that they're doing. You cannot be both. Like, you have people going out there and saying that, they're non-binary and transgender. How the hell can you be both? Or even better, they go out there and the pronouns that they use is she, them, or she, they. How the hell can you be she, they? What even is she, they? These things make no sense. These people do not understand what they're doing. And when you keep doing this stuff, you eventually have to come to the realization it's a fad that you picked up and you cannot actually make any kind of rational explanation as to what it is. This is why this keeps happening. So yeah, like I said, it's a fad. Of course, she's going to go back, and trust me, you're going to see more and more of them doing this. People are just going to leave it behind, or you're going to see people looking to heavily push it because why? They have nothing better to do other than this. And when this entire woke brigade blows up in their face, they will still look to blame everybody else but themselves. So you keep up your they, them, she, her, all kind of nonsense, however long you want. But as far as I have said, and many others are noticing, this is a fad. It makes no sense, and you cannot educate people because you don't understand it yourself. Your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, try to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell. Notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.